children, so in the previous class we learned about our environment and how important the balance in nature is. We also learned about what is pollution and what is air pollution, what are the different causes for air pollution and its effect on human beings and everyone on because of the air pollution. We also learned how to what are the steps to reduce the air pollution. Now today in this class, let us learn about the next topic, that is water pollution. So we all know that how important water plays in our lives. In our lives means in everyone's lives. All the living forms such as the human beings, animals, plants, insects, birds, everyone. Water plays a very important role. Correct? Even we require water for bathing, then making certain chemicals for the chemical reactions in industries, and everywhere water is important. So it is our duty that we keep our water clean, right? And save water. Not contaminated, not polluted. Correct? Yes, and already we know that we have very less amount, there is a little percentage of drinking water available for us. So we have to use it wisely. So now the contamination of water mainly occurs because of the untreated sewage from domestic and industries. So untreated sewage means which has not been treated with any other chemicals in order to detoxify the sewage. So directly from domestic purpose means the human waste, the excreta or whatever the washing detergents, phenol, what we use in our domestic purpose. So directly it is let out in the sewage without any treatment. Okay, directly it is let out in some rivers or lakes. Even the industrial waste, industrial sewage water, the waste water what we get from industries, even they are let without treatment. So and the next cause for water pollution is from the farms. So farmers, they use a lot of insecticides and pesticides, right? And those insecticides and pesticides, when they mix up with the water, they will be carried away to the nearby water bodies and thus making the water polluted. So the water, the major chemicals or the major elements which are very harmful and toxic and found in the polluted water are arsenic, lead and mercury. Arsenic, lead and mercury. So all these are causes for the water pollution. So now what are the effects of water pollution on the living forms? So the effects are, because of the polluted water, we get different kinds of diseases such as typhoid, jaundice, cholera, diarrhea and certain skin disorders also. They are very harmful for the plants and animals also, as plants, animals and each and every living form depend on the air and water, right? All these non-biotic components or abiotic components. So they drink that dirty water and they fall sick, and in turn we consume these plants and animals and we humans will also get sick finally. Then the next effect is rise in temperature. So what happens is, when these kind of chemicals, arsenic, lead and all, the harmful toxic chemicals are led inside the water, are present inside the water, the temperature of the water increases. Okay, it causes heat, the chemical reactions and the untreated sewage, they cause heat in the water. So the temperature rises and the aquatic plants and animals, whatever the aqua fauna and fauna are there, they will face problems. That means because they are accustomed to live in such cold climate, the aquatic climate, okay, if there is sudden rise, the plants and aquatic plants and animals will face problems and will not survive. Okay, so these are the effects and causes of water pollution. Now, how we have to treat the, how we have to reduce the water pollution. So the first thing is, whatever the sewage is released from the domestic and the industries as well as the farms, they have to be first treated. It is because of the untreated sewage it is causing pollution. So we have to treat this water, give treatment to this water by detoxifying it. That means reducing the toxic level. Okay, whatever the harmful substance are there, we have to first we have to first separate it and filter the water. Detoxify, filtration, purification is all required, and only after all those treatments the water has to be let in the rivers or the seas. Then we must also avoid dumping garbage in the water. Okay, or directly into pond and lake we will just put the garbage. So we should avoid even that. Now, care should be taken not to destroy the water bodies by using them for washing clothes, bathing animals, etc. So we should not bathe our animals or wash the clothes in this drinking water bodies. Okay. So now, next coming on to the soil pollution. Now, in the previous chapter, we had a little discussion about the soil pollution as well, right? So we have studied already what is soil and what are the importance of soil, and a brief about the soil pollution. So, as we know the importance of soil now. Now, soil, because of many reasons, especially the dumping of this solid waste. The causes for this soil pollution are mainly because of the dumping of this solid waste. In that solid waste also we'll consider the non-biodegradable materials. So what are non-biodegradable materials? Those materials which will not decompose easily or which will not decompose at all. It will just remain as it is for a long period of time, for even thousands of years. Okay, so such materials are called as non-biodegradable. So glass is also one such example. So glass is non-biodegradable. Even plastics. We heavily use plastics in all sorts of forms, right? The plastics coming from the industries and we from the domestic purposes, we all humans, we use the plastic and just throw it away. Correct? Throw the garbage on the road. We do that. So that has to be completely stopped, and the usage of plastic has to be reduced to a severe extent, as because of the plastic there are millions of problems arising now. Okay, so dumping of plastic should be avoided. Now, even the farmers, they use lot of chemicals like in the form of insecticides, pesticides and fertilizers. So we have to, the farmers have to stop using them or use them wisely, and instead of using these chemical filled fertilizers and pesticides, they have to adopt eco-friendly products such as bio-neem, bio-oil, okay, neem oil and all. Fine. So these are the causes of soil pollution. Now, what are the effects of the soil pollution? How does this soil pollution affect us? It decreases the fertility of the soil. Soil pollution, land pollution are one and the same, children. So it decreases the fertility, and we have understood already that how important the fertility of the soil is. Correct? So because of these chemicals, the pollution, the contamination of the soil, it decreases the fertility of the soil, and if fertility of the soil decreases, we won't be able to grow crops or plants, and whatever the plants will be grown in case, then it won't be benefited. Okay, we won't get benefited from such plants. The plants which grow with all these chemicals and pesticides, if we intake such plants, if the other animals intake such plants, then even those chemicals, it will indirectly enter our body also, and it will damage our body system. Now this soil pollution also kills lot of microorganisms. So there are thousands of microbes which are very useful, okay, which are very useful for the growth of plants. It makes the soil more fertile. So all this pollution and all will kill the microbes, or it will inhibit the growth of microorganisms, and finally it will affect us itself. So next is intake of chemicals. That's what I said. When we intake the poisonous plants or the animals, the plants will be the major producers, right? So these plants, if they are taking the poisonous chemicals and we are intaking these chemicals slowly day by day, it is kind of a slow poison, and it will cause various diseases in our body. So this now how to reduce the soil pollution. Okay, so steps to decrease the soil pollution. Non-biodegradable items must be used. So plastics and glass items should be replaced. Now even metallic waste also should not be dumped in the soil. Metals and minerals they are already found in our rocks, correct? So that means it does not decompose. Even that is considered to be non-biodegradable materials. So we should use them very wisely. We should use more of natural fertilizers, and cow dung or the dung of animals is one such very good example for natural fertilizer. Use of non-biodegradable material like polythene bags should be banned. As I said, plastics are very harmful and very toxic, so their use should be banned, and which is happening. But slowly again the people should be more aware what are the harmful effects of that. It will return back to us only. If we harm the environment will harm us also. So we should use more and more paper or jute bags, which are degradable materials. We must prevent cutting of trees and overgrazing by animals. So we studied the soil erosion. What are the major factors? The deforestation and overgrazing by animals. So even that causes the erosion of the soil and decreases the fertility of the soil. So that has to be stopped. So now coming on to the next pollution, that is noise pollution. So the next topic, noise pollution. So noise pollution is the excessive loud noise is referred to as noise pollution. So when the noise is or the sound is too high, we refer to that as a noise pollution. So there are various causes for the noise pollution as well. Now, loud announcement or playing loud music and songs. So using the loudspeakers is one of the major cause for the noise pollution. Okay, and we use the restaurants and some discos and all, they use very loud noise, and especially during the marriage processions and some festivals and all, they play loud music and loud songs, right? So that causes noise pollution. Okay, then again the sound of horns of vehicles. So vehicles sometimes they will just keep on horning loudly. So even that causes noise pollution. So some of the effects of noise pollution are how does it affect to us? So the first thing is it will lead to reduction. It will reduce the concentration in the work. So whatever work we are trying to do, it will reduce the concentration of the work, and sometimes it irritates us. correct? It will irritate us. We are not able to concentrate in one work and we get irritated quickly because of that loud noise. It also leads to headache. So severe excessive loud sound leads to headache, and sometimes it even leads to the deafness. Some industries, especially the garment industries and many more, the food industry and all, the machinery, whatever they use, the machines create lot of sound. Okay, that is why some of the workers will be given some earplugs to put in their ears. Otherwise, if prolonged period of time they will be exposed to such loud noise, means their hearing capacity decreases and sometimes it leads to even deafness. Then it also leads to hypertension. Okay, it also leads to hypertension, and that is nothing but when the blood pressure increases. Okay, so increase of blood pressure also happens here, hypertension. And it leads to, again, hypertension and increase of blood pressure will lead to the heart problems, various heart problems. So now, how we can reduce this noise pollution? We can easily reduce this, children, the noise pollution. Yes, even the loud sound from the crackers, what you burst for Deepavali and other festivals, even that causes noise pollution. Now, how we can reduce? Yes, we have to stop using them, such big loud bombs and other crackers. Then loudspeakers should be banned. Loudspeakers should be banned, and or they can be given a certain time limit from when to when they can play the loudspeaker. And the noise level of the TV. So at home when you watch your television, so you have to reduce the sound. You should not keep the more volume. And the music system, also the sound level should be in the permissible limit. Permissible means which is allowed, so that it does not distress. It does not cause distress to others. That means it does not cause distress, means when it does not make any other person feel irritated. Then vehicles should have silencers. Vehicles should have silencers and should not blow horns. Should blow horns only when and where required. Then we have to talk politely and softly. Even when we raise our voice, if we scream, does it feel good to others listening your screaming voice? No, it irritates. It brings angerness. So we have to talk politely and softly. Then industries and factories should be placed very far from the residential areas. Yes, and to have a clean and happy environment, we have to follow all these steps, children. Okay, and we should not only think about ourselves, we should think of our neighbors and our environment as well. So hope you have understood everything, whatever I have been taught to you. So any doubts we'll clarify in the interactive session, children. Now we'll do the TV exercises. So coming to the first main, that is A main, fill in the blanks. The first one, all living things depend on each other to survive in their environment. Second one, plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Third, balance in nature is very essential for the survival of living things on this earth. Fourth, you can just underline the pollution. They have forgot to given the fill up. Pollution means contamination of air, water and land by various harmful objects. Fifth, polluted water contains harmful minerals such as lead, mercury, arsenic, etc. as pollutant. Sixth, we must prevent the cutting of trees and overgrazing by animals. Seventh one, plants also depend on animals for pollination and dispersal of their seeds. B main, say true or false. The first one, the harmful substance that pollutes the environment are called pollutants. True. Second one, farmers use large quantities of insecticides and pesticides to protect their crops. True. There is a layer in the atmosphere called the ozone layer. True. We should not burn garbage and other waste in the open. True. Fifth is excess chemical fertilizers, pesticides kill microorganisms found in the soil. True. So all are true. C main, list any two causes of the following. So what are the causes of air pollution? You can write as industries and comma vehicles. Second one, causes for water pollution are domestic waste and industrial waste. Third one, soil pollution, chemical fertilizer and non-biodegradable materials. So chemical fertilizer and non-biodegradable materials. Write the spelling properly. Biodegradable here, BIODEGRADABLE. Fourth one, noise pollution. The causes are loudspeaker, music system. Also, you can also write the horns, the loud sound of horns of vehicles. Okay. Then D main, air, water, land, plants and animals are all parts of our environment. Pollution is mainly of 4 types. The harmful substances that pollute the environment are called pollutants. So these kind of definitions can also come in the examination, children. Okay? Please write down it in a neat handwriting. Thank you.